welcome to episode 24 of the Stringing It Together podcast. My name is Becky, and this is a podcast about knitting, sewing, designing, things. So lots of craftiness, and I am coming to you from Frankfurt, Germany, where I live with my two cats. So it's so nice to be back recording, and thank you so much for coming to check out the podcast, whether you've been with us before or whether this is your first time. It's been a couple weeks, so yeah, I'm definitely off my schedule a little bit, so thank you for bearing with me. And if you do want to be kept up to date on when I post new things, you just might want to hit that subscribe button and it'll show up in your subscriptions feed whenever I have a new video. So that's the easiest way to know, because my life is weird. I'm going to pop up on the screen where to find me on social media. I'm Soprano Knits on Instagram and Ravelry, and we have a Ravelry group for the podcast called the Stringing It Together podcast group, which is always linked below. That's where I post the show notes, and we have knit along news and an introductions thread and a thread where you can ask me questions about whatever you want. And yes, so please do come over and join us there as well. We are going to do a new knit along. We finished our Keep Knittin' Kitten Cal recently, and the people have spoken. I asked you last time whether you would like to do a knit along for my new sock pattern that I released in June, the Taunus Socks. I will pop a picture up. I don't have them with me. And you guys said that you would love to do that. So let's do it. I totally meant to post about it when I was on vacation on Instagram, and I just didn't. So we're going to start it now. However, if you've already started your socks, do feel free to just pop them into the finished objects thread and join in the cal. It hasn't been out long enough that I'm totally fine with that. And why don't we keep it running? Let's maybe do middle of September. So let's say September 15th as sort of the end date on there. So yeah, I'll open up some threads in the Ravelry group, and if you've knit my pattern already or have purchased it already, thank you so much. Yeah, it seems like people are enjoying it, so that's fun. So if you want to join us, please do. Oh, and I have some ideas for prizes. I haven't firmed those up, so I will talk about that next time, what I would like to give away. But if anyone else would like to donate a prize for this knit along, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Speaking of giveaways, my friend Kristen over at the Yarngasm podcast and Bull and Vine Yarns just came out with a beautiful pie shawl pattern called the Oracle Shawl. I'm sure you have all heard about it. And Kristen was so nice to gift me a copy of the pattern, and also went to the podcast to give away to you guys. So I am going to pop a thread up. I didn't think of a prompt. We'll put a prompt on the screen because I'm not thinking well on my feet right now. So go over there and enter to win that beautiful shawl by Kristen. So thank you so much, Kristen. Yay! Let's move on to finished objects. I do have a few finished objects for you today, which is very exciting. It's been a while, right? And I got some vacation knitting done. So the first thing is a pair of socks. These are a pair of blueberry waffle socks that I knit in this beautiful blue yarn that I got from Seaworthy Knots in a giveaway. And then this is Erfsplat Regina that I had left over from another pair of socks. And I do have both, just one's on the blocker. So yeah, I really like these socks a lot. They're going in my box of socks. I am on pace, I finished, technically I'm done with 8 pairs of socks, but 2 of them don't match. But yeah, so I have to knit the second sock of each of those. So yes, that is really good. And the head even. So yes, those are those. The other, my next FO is another pair of socks. And these I cast on and completed since I talked to you guys last. And these are just vanilla socks in Homespun House yarns. This yarn is so beautiful. It was gifted to me by my friend Virginia. Hi, Virginia! And I'm afraid that she might have a little remorse for giving it up because it's amazing. So this is Molly's Pop Art colorway on her gold Stellina base. and it's amazing. I did my New Depths Heel pattern, which is included in the Taunus Socks, but you can do it in any sock. Yes, and I've been playing with the gusset sizes for the New Depths Heel. Yeah, I've been, it's written for if you have a higher instep, and I put a suggested number in there of how big to do the gusset, and I've been playing with it to try to find the perfect fit for me. So I think I'm going to update the pattern soon and just put a note in that you can play with those numbers. Should be self-explanatory. It's, you just do less or more increases. Yeah, but anyway, those are done. Again, I have two, I swear. So these are going in the box of socks. I love these so much. Molly, you are magical. Magical. So those are done. Notes. Oh, I finished one of my designs that I'm doing for the fiber company out of their beautiful Moore yarn, which is, I have some of it caked up right here. I use those two colors. I'm not going to show it yet, just because I'm designing two patterns for them that are extremely related. And right now I'm doing really well. I'm really ahead of schedule with that, which is awesome. But yeah, it's not going to be released probably until October. So I think I'm just going to keep that kind of away for now. And when we get closer, then I will share that with you guys. But if any of you like knitting with Moore, would like to, and want to be test knitters, I'm not ready yet, but just be thinking about that and be on the lookout, because I will put a call out probably on Instagram. So yes, the yarn is amazing. I never knit with Moore before, or actually any fiber company yarn, and it's beautiful in the skein, but I was never like convinced to buy it. But as I was knitting it, I literally kept stopping and putting it down and just like petting it and being like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's really lovely. So that is finished. Even though I had to I knit half of it and then had to frog the entire thing because I messed it up and then knit it again. It's a cowl. I don't know if I mentioned that. So, but it's done. So that's very exciting. That I feel accomplished. So I got that done on vacation. That is awesome. And then I have a half object. So, put this on a blocker. So I mentioned last time that I'm doing a collaboration on a new design with the wonderful Gabby of Once Upon a Corgi, and of course my friend Hannah from the Corner of Craft. I have a stitch marker somewhere. I don't know where it is. I mean, I didn't lose it. It's not on the sock right now, which is dumb because this is where it belongs. I knew where it was. I found it. Great. So this is the first Volca sock in the actual yarn that it is going to be in. So this is Gabby's yarn. This yarn is amazing, you guys. This is her new MCN base. Blanking on the name of the base, putting it on the screen. So we are releasing kits for these in 2 different bases and a couple of different colorway combinations. It's so exciting. So this is one combination. This is Hedwig, and this is Dark Like My Soul. So, oh my gosh. So you can kind of see that. It's not focusing. But this is because Volca means cloud in German, so this is a stitch marker. Again, the pattern is going to include the New Depths Heel. And I haven't woven in the end. You can see that dangling there. So the first one is done. Yay! I'm really excited. We are shooting for probably an early September release for this. The problem that it's hard to have an exact date is because Hannah is making a bunch of the stitch markers and then is sending them to Gabby in the US. So yeah, just with customs, it's a little hard to tell. And the kits are going to be sold exclusively in Gabby's store. So Gabby is Once Upon a Corgi. And oh, the yarns are so beautiful. And I get to meet Gabby in person, and oh my gosh. So I'm really excited about this collaboration. Yes, so stay tuned for more on that. That is cool. That is it. That is it for Ethos. Okay. Okay, so on vacation knitting. Let's talk about that first. I finished the Homespun House socks. I finished my fiber company design, And then I worked on a couple of other things. After I finished Molly's socks, I cast on a new pair of socks, which is living in here. Yes, and I cast these on one of the very last days I was in the States, because I will talk about this more later, but I met Gabby, and Gabby was very generous. Gabby spoiled me. So I cast on a sock immediately in her yarn. The camera's really far away from me today. So this is La Dame Death in her, this is the Marie Cutie base. There's her tag. And this is, yeah, Corriedale, which I've never knit with Corriedale. It is amazing. I don't think that's focusing. Yes! Okay. So, look at it. This yarn is everything. So this is going to be definitely probably my favorite pair of socks ever. It's so beautiful. Oh, Gabby, you kill me. So that's really exciting. I started doing the gusset increases for the heel, and I need to pop that in soon. I have not worked on these really since I got back. I've been working on some of the projects that I left here. So also, you might remember from last time, I had purchased a bunch of linen yarn and I wanted to knit a linen tank top. In my dreams, I was going to knit the entire thing on vacation. You guys, I have nothing to show you. Linen woes. This was kind of sad. The problem is just that I couldn't find a gauge that was going to work. And I still haven't. I swatched 3 times, and this was my most recent one. And I mean, it's not horrible, but it's still really see-through. I don't want it that see-through. I mean, I might have to wear something underneath it, but still, it's too much. And the gauge written in the pattern that I wanted to use, which is the Tulip Tank by Pearl Soho, which is a free pattern on their website, yeah, it's just not going to work. So I have to go down. What was this on? I think this was on a US 3, whatever that is, or 3 millimeter. No, this is 2.75 millimeter. I think that's a US 3. Can't see it. So I have 2.5s and 2.25s. I think I'm going to go down to 2.25 and see how that works. I don't know. I'm not sure, because I'm still like 4 stitches too big, but I might even want to adjust the gauge to be smaller. I don't know. But I still really want to knit that, but I've kind of lost steam. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just need to keep swatching. If at first you don't succeed, swatch again. But one other really weird thing that I did that was maybe insane, because I am holding this yarn double. This is a Lino Muka from Poland, Berlin. I riskily put 2 skeins of it on my ball winder, and I wound them at the same time to make like giant cakes so that I can just pull it off and they're already 2 skeins or two strands together, and it's falling apart. The linen in general made really ugly cakes that are kind of squished and they look like a disaster, but that worked out. So I did that for 4 of the skeins, and then the other 2 I just wound up on their own. I wish I'd left some of it skeined, but again, I was thinking I was going to knit the entire thing on vacation, and I didn't. So super sad. Oh, this one looks horrible. Oh boy. So, oh, this is in my project bag by Hannah-Lisa. She doesn't make this style of bag anymore, but she still makes like this giant sweater size and has some of the same amazing features, like these clips in here and like the tags and the what are they called, pockets. So I love this bag a lot. So yes, hopefully next time I will have something to show you on that front. It's a little sad. So that is that. And then I'll go into things that I didn't bring on vacation, but I have worked on since. So today is Thursday, August 3rd, and I got back last Friday. So I've been back for almost a week. Yeah, so I really have actually wanted to knit on other things. So, no, let's start with this. So, my story cardigan. I told you guys last time that I had a problem getting the needles that I wanted for the sleeves. I wanted to do them on 9-inch circulars. I ordered them, they didn't come, blah, blah, blah. But when I was in New York, I stopped, Gabby and I'll talk about this later, it was hilarious, stopped by Nitty City in Manhattan, and they had them. So these are a size US 6, which I believe is 4mm. Yep, these are Xiaogu 9-inch circulars. So here's the sleeve. I just started this like 2 days ago, just started working on this. I had done through the patterned part, but I've done like this much because it just flies. And I'm doing the decreases and marking those. I was supposed to be doing decreases under here while I was doing the patterned part, but I just didn't read that. Slash, this pattern is not the most clear pattern. So it was easy to kind of like miss that step. But whatever, I'm just gonna start doing them kind of faster because now it's getting kind of long. I think it's past my elbow. It's like at my elbow. Yeah. So, oh, drop stitch. So yes, happy to be working on that again. It has been very warm, so I'm not going to be wearing this anytime soon, but I would love for this to just be ready for the first day where it's cold enough to wear it because I'm obsessed. However, oh, I have something else to talk about with this. So I'm knitting this out of Eden Cottage yarns. I don't think I have one of the tags in here. I believe it's their Oakworth DK is what it's called. I purchased this yarn at EYF. It's 100% Polworth, and that's all it said on the tag. So I was like, great. I'm buying a non-superwash yarn for a sweater. I do not want to ever knit a sweater again out of superwash yarns because they grow, because they're not as warm. You know, like they're soft, but I want a sweater to be warm, and if I hand knit a sweater, I don't need to wash it in the washing machine. That's just me. That's my opinion. And I saw that they posted something on Instagram about a fingering weight version of Oakworth, and it said on there that it was superwash. And I was like, what? So I sent them a message and asked them about that, and they said, yeah, our DK base is also superwash. And I was like, no! And I'm looking on the tag, and it doesn't say that. It said that you could machine wash it like on the wool cycle or on the hand wash cycle. But to me, that's like supposed to be the same as hand washing. So that doesn't automatically make me think superwash. But their view was that I should have known it was superwash from that marking. So I don't know. It might just be a difference between European brands and American brands, that American brands are really pushing the superwash, and they say that pretty clearly, but I'm really disappointed. And I let them know that. I wasn't trying to be mean, but I was like, I did not know that. Like, I purposefully bought this yarn, believing that it was non-superwash. So maybe other people can make that mistake as well. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one. So I am super depressed about that. And I'm glad I didn't knit it too long because it might grow. Look at it. Oh, I love it. I hope I actually wear it because I love looking at this color, but I don't have anything in pink ever. I don't know. It's my new color. So there's that. Hopefully we'll have progress coming down the pike on that. And then some whips. And then I have my speckled fade dotted rays. Yes. My West Knits pattern that I cast on for our Stephen West Cal, Keep Knitting Kitten Cal, and I didn't finish it. I just didn't. So here it is. But it is like huge and giant, and my battery thing is flashing at me, so I'm going to pause. But behold, I'll be right back. Where was I? It doesn't look like I made a ton of progress on it because these rows are insanely long. But I did. So last time I showed you, I was where my little cat is. So I've done that much. I'm still on this color, but I am about to change. And I think I've decided what I'm going to do, finally. So next, I might just insert a picture of what I'm gonna do because I did take a picture earlier. So here's a picture of the other yarns that I want to use, and I'll tell you what they are. So this one is, I've showed this before, Hedgehog Fibers and Film Noir. That's gonna come next. Then I think I'm going to just use up the rest of these. This one is the pop art that I used in those socks that I showed earlier. It actually goes pretty well. It has some of these same sort of like rusty tones that are in this. There's like some rusty brown, so I think that that'll go nicely. And then I'll fade into this, which was a leftover that my friend Lynn, who owns the Knit One store in Chicago, gave to me while I was there. And then I also bought a skein of yarn for this project from there, which I will show. And this is the same yarn brand. So this is Long Dog yarn. I think she's in San Diego. I had never seen her yarn before. And this is so beautiful. I'm obsessed with this colorway. So this is her sock base, and in the freshwater pearl colorway, I believe that says. It's a little hard to read. So this is going to be the, I think, the last one. So I'm going to do that next to that, and that. So that's the plan for the end of that. So I'm glad I have a plan. Yes. So I am excited to have this. It's pretty. It's gonna be enormous. I mean, it's already like big enough to be a shawl. And I'm on color C, and I think that there are 6 colors. Yay. Okay. That is it, you guys. That is it for whips, right? Yeah. That's a lot. And then I still have my crochet blanket. I still have another Volca sock on the needles that I have to finish. Like another one. I have 2 that are in different colors that I have to finish. Yeah, I have to start my other fiber company design. Yarn is lost in the mail for another design. Woo, there's a lot of whips. It's stressing me out, but it also makes me happy. So yes. Anyway, let's move on to sewing. I don't have a lot to talk about in this department, but you will notice I am wearing something I made. Maybe you'll notice. Anyway, so this is, let me see. This is the Bettine dress by Tilly and the Buttons. Sorry, I didn't mean to like shimmy at you. So yes, this is the dress. Maybe I'll put in a picture or something. But this is a jersey version. So I made a version out of like a heavier cotton than I should have. And then I made this one, and this is a very light jersey. This was my first time ever sewing with jersey, and it was difficult, but I did it. Woo! So yeah, if I can do it, anyone can. Really, I mean, it feeds through your machine differently, of course. It's a different kind of fabric. It's a lot lighter. If I'd used a heavier jersey, which is probably what I should have done, and if you are a new sewer, I suggest that you do as I say, not as I do. Use a heavier jersey because I think it'll be easier. But I liked this print. The pickings are slim here in the Pert for fabric, so I just went for it and tried. The hardest part was this neckline. It's a pattern adjustment that she has a blog post on her website, tillyandthebuttons.com or whatever it is. And because the pattern is not written for jersey. That's why. And I had to do it 4 times. And one time I had to rip it out after I already zigzagged it. I think I told you that last time. Yeah, I was in progress. So it's definitely not perfect at all. But the good news is that since it's a busy pattern, you can't see like that I had to stitch over it twice and I did something wrong. Like you just can't see it, and it's lying well. I'm happy with the way that it like lays. So that is good enough for me. And then also I did do the cuffs. I might have to tack these even in a few more places because they're kind of floppy. Because again, it's just a really lightweight jersey. So yeah, Also, if you do make this dress in a lighter jersey, maybe just don't do the cuffs. Maybe just flip it over and hem it or whatever. But it was a lot faster because you don't have to like, or you just zigzag everything, I guess. I don't know. Again, since the pattern wasn't written for jersey, I sort of just made it up. But you don't have to finish the edges because it's not going to unravel like a woven. So that's cool. Definitely for my next jersey adventure, I will sew a pattern that was written to be used for jersey and is also written for beginners. So yes. Anyway, I've been living in it. I love it. So yeah, and then sewing plans are I'm still wanting to make another willow tank out of like this checkery fabric that I have. I don't know where it is. It's checkered fabric, and yeah, I'm going to London this weekend, so I think I'm gonna go fabric shopping there. So I'm not gonna go too crazy, but yeah, I think that's gonna happen. So, okay, I do have a bit of stash enhancement. Very much rip. So, as I mentioned, I bought that skein of Long Dog yarn from Knit One, this guy right here. Also, when I was at Knit One, they have a pretty awesome enamel pin selection, and they had this one that I needed. It's on my print bag, so I'm going to show it to you. It's this one. Come on, this one right here. So it's a yarn ball, blue yarn ball with a band and then 4 red stars on it, and that's what the Chicago flag looks like. So it's a Chicago yarn ball. And if you're new, I'm from Chicago. I love Chicago. Being home was inexplicably amazing, and it was like so good that it hurt because I knew I had to leave. And anyway, so when I saw that, I was like, I have to get it. So I bought it from someone else who worked there, and Lynn didn't see me buy it, and then she was like, no, I was gonna give that to you, but you bought it. So then she told me that I had to pick out another enamel pin that she was just gonna give me, and I picked this one. There we go. This is amazing. If you can't see that, it says "Stitch Please," and this is by Shelly Can, or Shelly.can, and she has some really cute sewing and a lot of knitting also related enamel pins. So go and check her out. She's based in the US. I love that. I just haven't decided where to put it. I might put it on a different bag. Also because I got another pin, not at Knit One. This is just my best friend Jessie. She knows I love sharks. She's the one that cross-stitched me the shark that's in the other room. And which, if I do make this the permanent setup, I will definitely be putting it behind me again. She had her friend make this for me. It's a shrink-eating shark. And since I already have a handmade shark pin, again, on my field bag, I'm gonna put this on another bag. I mean, you cannot have enough shark pins, but yeah, he's gonna swim in another project bag, so I freaking love that. It's awesome. So then, when I went to New York City, like I said, I met Gabby in the flesh, in the wool. It was amazing. So yeah, so obviously, well, she had mailed this to me in the US, the yarn for the Volca socks. I had the yarn I'm knitting the sock out of. But that wasn't all. Ah, Gabby! She also gave me this. Oh my god. I told her, she doesn't have the space anymore, but I told her she has to get it back so that I can knit like a sweater in it. It's alpaca. 100%? No. It's baby alpaca, non-superwash wool, and silk. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need like a sweater or a giant shawl or something in this. Like, I actually might make her do that because I don't know. Or this would make like the most ridiculously amazing mittens ever. You know. And it's called A Little Bit of Mauve. Ugh. I'm obsessed. and like her super old tag. So, oh, I love it. Thank you. I'm so spoiled. I felt so guilty. Oh my gosh. And then I also hung out with Kristen from Bull and Vine. And Kristen was the yarn fairy. And she gave me this. Still in the bag. It's so beautiful. It's my first Bull and Vine. Oh my god. So this is on her Volca base. Because great minds name alike. And oh my gosh, this is Pandora. Look at it. You guys. Oh, I can't even. And I'm really excited about this. She also gave me one of her freaking tote bags. It was funny because I stayed with Jacqueline of the Brooklyn Knit Folk when I was in New York, and I was borrowing her Bull and Vine bag that day so that I walked home with like 2 of them. I was like, yeah, I'm so cool. Oh my god. So I was spoiled freaking rotten, and then Gabby and I went to Brooklyn General. And I just had to get a little something, you know? And when in Brooklyn, you gotta get Brooklyn tweed. So, baby's first Brooklyn tweed. I've never knit with Brooklyn tweed before. So I got 2 skeins of Loft. This is the Sap colorway, and this is the Postcard colorway. And I think they are beautiful. I think they are beautiful together. And I'm thinking socks, maybe colorwork socks, maybe design something. I don't know, but I'm so excited. I love them. Oh my god. It's amazing. So luckily that is it. That was a lot of damage, but it was wonderful. So now I will just move on to life. So, and some of it is knitting related, of course, as I just mentioned. That, and if you want to see more of my trip home to Chicago and New York, I put up a vlog a couple of days ago, and then I also put up a vlog of, this was before I left, I mentioned this last time, my little day trips to Heidelberg and Höchst, here not far from Frankfurt. So I put some footage up of that as well, but the New York, Chicago one has more knitting content for sure. So yes, so if you want to see more, definitely do check those out. And yeah, I mean, hanging out with yarny friends on this trip was so great. When I was back in Chicago, I got to see Allie of Get Lit and Knit, who's a good friend of mine, and we had drinks and knit, and it was lovely. And then yeah, I went to Knit One and spent an afternoon knitting there, and Lynn is amazing. If you go to Chicago, or if you're from Chicago, that is the best yarn store in Chicago. I love the selection, but that's not all. We know that. For our LYS, we need community, and there's nowhere that's warmer than there. There just isn't. So, it's amazing. I'm so sad that I missed the Chicago yarn crawl. I think it's this week. Missing it. Yeah. So, and I mean, it was amazing. I got to go out to dinner and eat the famous burrata with Jacqueline, Gabby, and Kristen. And just to hang out with them was so cool. I had never met Gabby before in person, and Gabby and I are birthday twins. I love her so much. Like, I have social anxiety, and Gabby doesn't make me anxious at all. And that's like a sign of a good, cool person. I don't know. We had so much fun. We were just like going around the city and going to yarn stores and like prancing around Central Park. It was hilarious. We had a hilarious day. Yeah. So, Gabby and I are in the castle.
Found it.
We're both vlogging.
Vlogception.
Look at it. Oh, that's not it.
It's so bright.
It's really bright. It's a castle.
It's awful.
It's 150 years old. And we're in it. We're on it.
We're doing it. Oh.
So I'm excited for all of them to come visit me now. Y'all gotta come visit me. So yeah, so we did that, then we all met up for dinner. The next day, the day that I left, Kristen and I went and got lunch together, which was really nice just to spend some one-on-one time with her, because when I met her, it was at Edinburgh Yarn Festival, and that was crazy for like everyone involved. So it was just nice to sit and have lunch with her, and I got to spend a lot of time with Jacqueline. I was there during the week, but so she was working a lot, but we had a lot of fun. We ate some really good food, and that was magical. The trip was really great. Going home was a really good decision, and it feels strange to be back and not strange at the same time. It's sad because Hannah is no longer my neighbor, and most of my friends are out of town still for the summer. So yeah. The good news is that the opera season doesn't start for another 2 weeks, so all of my evenings are free, which is really weird. I'm like, this is what normal people must feel like with normal jobs. Because like I work during the day and then like I don't have to go to work again at night. It's like really mind-blowing. So I'm trying to get a lot done, and yeah, but what's really exciting is that this weekend I'm going to London. I am going tomorrow, and I'm actually going to stay through Tuesday because some of my students are on vacation, so I'm not working anyway, might as well stay there. And Nathan and I are going to go out into the country on Saturday, so it's going to be like Escape to the Country, like the real life version. So I will try to get some pictures and footage of that. And then I think I'm going to meet up with some yarny friends as well, go fabric shopping, do some stuff. So that'll be lovely. Hopefully the weather will be good, because Nathan planned a ridiculously long walk for us on Saturday in the countryside. Yay! So trying to live it up a little bit, even though vacation is really over. Enjoying summer. Speaking of summer, it is extremely hot in here. I closed the door because of the noise. So I'm gonna go and like, you know, maybe go hang out in my underwear because it's really hot in this house. But thank you guys so much for joining me today. I feel like I forgot to talk about something, but I probably didn't. So anyway, yes, if you like this episode, I guess they're doing construction upstairs. It didn't start until right now. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, which I hope you did, feel free to like and subscribe if you want to have me pop up in your subscriptions feed whenever I upload a new video. Join the Taunus Socks Cal if you would like to, and that's really it. I will see you guys hopefully in about 2 weeks. So until then, happy knitting, happy summer, and see you next time.